Hey, it's Coach Lake here. So right now I'm running away from my kids so I can make this video for you. And it's kind of long, so I'm going to try to be really quick. All right, so this week we're talking about stress in your body. And so the purpose, there's four objectives: to explain the purpose of emotions and how they happen, to describe the different levels of basic human needs. So it's going to relate to what we just talked about, to explain how mental health affects physical health, and to identify healthy ways to cope with stress. Um, and we're just gonna, I believe we're just gonna hit on the first three of those, and then next week we'll hit on the rest. So, an introduction to stress and the body. Emotions begin with thoughts and may cause physical changes or reactions. So that's important to remember. Emotions begin with thoughts and may cause physical changes and reactions. The more basic a need is, the more people experience the emotions that signaled that need. When basic needs are threatened, people experience stress. And to give a definition of stress, stress is a state of physical or emotional pressure. Stress is a state of physical or emotional pressure. It is a reaction to anything that places demands on the body or mind in which people must adapt. Understanding how stress affects your mind and your body is important. Okay, stress is normal and it can be either good or bad. So stress is normal. It can be either good or bad. It isn't just innately bad, although most people insinuate that, but context is important. So good stress. Think of events like graduation, going out on dates, weddings, unless it's the person that you were dating, maybe, or your ex, just saying. Those can be sources of good stress. Good stress helps people to accomplish goals and to change. Bad stress is harmful, however. Examples are changing schools or death of a family member or moving, stuff like that. That can be bad stress. So an important question is, how do people react to stress? You don't have to write this down. That is just me. It's a rhetorical question. When you face stress, you try to find what is wrong and whether it is dangerous. For example, if your teacher seems unhappy, and she, not he, so I'm not talking about me, wants to talk to you, you may feel stressed. You may think you are in trouble. You may think she will give you burpees or something equally as heinous. First, you ask yourself what might be wrong and if it could be serious. What does she want to talk to me about? Then you react. You decide what your reaction will be. For example, you may react by simply going to your teacher and asking if something is wrong. However, most of your reactions may be automatic and physical. You'll do stuff without even thinking about it. For example, you may feel worried and notice that your heart rate is beating faster. This is called the stress response. The stress response affects your body in ways you may not be able to control. Your heart beats faster, you perspire, your breath quickens. So these are automatic physical reactions to stress. Other examples include blushing, gasping and surprise, and crying out. Strong reactions to stress are headaches, stomach pain, sleeping problems, and feeling nervous. A person's response to stress often takes one of two forms: fight or flight. So generally, you have two responses that just kind of happen: fight or flight. Fight or flight is when something threatens or angers you, and you may feel an impulse to fight it. If you fight, you attack what threatens you. If you flee, you leave the situation, but nothing changes. The fight or flight impulses are natural and generally happen without thinking, but that's not every case all the time. We can also react to stress by thinking about what to do. After you react to a stressful event, your body becomes calmer. Then you can decide what to do to resist the stress. For example, if you enter a dark room and hear a noise and you jump back and you're scared, you can then decide to, hey, turn on a light and see what's making the noise. You may find that the noise was nothing to worry about at all. It's just Rouse. I mean a mouse, not Rouse, a mouse that was hiding in your closet. The stress was imagined and you were able to resist it. Resisting stress often works. When people get rid of or avoid stress, they feel relief. So what physical reactions does stress cause? It causes a chain of reactions. When you interpret something as a threat, your thought process triggers your brain into action. So the thought comes into your brain. The brain triggers the body in action to fight or flee. So the brain's like, okay, we're either going to fight it or we're going to flee. So it goes down to your body. The brain also sends chemical messages to the blood system. That's important to remember. Where did the chemical message go? Into your blood system, into your body system, that controls bodily processes. Then those bodily processes put chemicals directly into your bloodstream, and then some chemical messages cause you to breathe faster. The blood to your arms and legs and head dramatically increase. This is what causes people to blush, feel warm, and perspire when they are worried or excited. Normally, physical reactions to stress help people resist stress. The chemicals that the body produces help people to react quickly. In short, good stress can have a positive effect on the body, and bad stress can have a harmful effect. So that's all of lesson 2. So it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. So anyway, checking for understanding. I'm going to have you answer these questions. I'm going to try to make a Google form so you can just click. It's all going to be short answer. And the 5 questions are going to be: what is stress? How can good stress help people? What are some automatic physical reactions to stress? What does it mean to respond to stress by fighting and by fleeing? What do the chemicals do when the blood sends messages to the body systems controlling bodily processes? So what do the chemicals do when the blood sends messages to the body systems controlling bodily processes? So that was the part I talked about regarding, you have a thought, it causes an emotion. The emotion then causes you to fight or flight, which causes your body to do things. And what gets flooded? How do those messages get input and spread out through your body? So answer those questions and we are good to go. And that is all. So do not turn this in as a hard copy. I'm going to make a form, attach it to this. You're going to answer the questions on the form so that I don't have to go through and collect massive amounts of paperwork. Have a good week and enjoy.